entrepreneurs, fashionistas, trendsetters, but we know them by another term of endearment, housewives. Take a look.
Hold on tight, Vanderpump.
Love them or hate them, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills can be defined by one word. Drama with a capital D.
We're locked in a box, Lisa! It's expensive to be me. Looking this good don't come for free.
The larger-than-life personalities that don't always mix.
Hello! Lisa!
After bursting onto the scene in 2010, the show gave viewers a glimpse into the lavish lives of the rich and famous.
Let's put it all on one number and then let's go shopping.
Lisa!
From infidelity to racy music videos, these ladies always know how to turn up the heat.
You believe you've been nothing but nice to Dorit?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid you're delusional.
The series is in its 8th season and boasts an all-star cast, including Lisa Vanderpump,
This will go according to plan.
Kyle Richards,
Well, at least it's on the table now instead of being sneaky.
and Erika Girardi.
We're not doing wedges. That's not our gig.
This season, things are already heating up.
Just take the compliment. You look good. Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When you look at Teddy, I would actually like to see Teddy naked.
Whatever the controversy, these women have made their mark in the world of reality television. Please welcome Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle Richards, and Erika Girardi. All right.
What a welcome, thank you.
So remember when I interviewed President Putin?
Yes.
This is so much better than that. I have so been looking forward to this. Now, I said this on the Today Show, and it's true. 8 years ago, I watched the first season of your show, and I was like, oh, we'll see. And it was the best season of television I've ever seen in my life. My husband, Doug, was like, what is this drivel? And then 4 episodes in, he was like, oh, my God, another one.
I know.
The men love it too.
Yeah.
It reels you
and there are a
in.
lot of people that watch it that don't admit that.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
exactly.
proud.
Yeah,
now,
okay,
I've
good.
since had 3 children, or like 10. It feels like a lot. So I don't get to watch it as often, but I have caught up on you, Erika.
Oh, my God.
All right. So I have a lot of questions that I want to ask. A lot of questions that I want to
Dragged
ask.
her into our hot mess and she's risen to the occasion.
So I'm going to start with you. You
Right.
two have been there from the beginning. Maybe I'm wrong. You seem like the richest one.
No, I don't think that's true.
It's
but
saying something in
you know
this
what?
crowd.
Maybe I give that appearance, but if I was that rich, I'd be sitting in bed eating bonbons instead of working my butt off every day.
Well, that's my question, because you're a successful entrepreneur. You're also on this show. You have, obviously, means. So why do this?
Well, because it's given me such a vehicle to highlight so many of the things that I'm passionate about and advertise my restaurants. I'm no fool, but it's also just documented my life. And we've opened the Vanderpump Dog Rescue Foundation, the centre.
The dogs are here. We're going to get to the dogs.
Yeah. And I was just a normal woman, kind of like, and I saw this Yulin Dog Meat Festival, and I kind of got very involved with that, and Bravo chose to document it. So, and then I ended up opening my dog rescue centre. So it's given me so much.
You
And
were never a normal woman.
no, that's true. I wouldn't be there in the first
Yes, we
place.
know. Now, are you really dripping with diamonds, like in your personal life when you walk around the house?
They're all in the bank. And she was
They're in the bank.
She was
Just
just
stolen,
robbed.
so
She
I
was
don't have
robbed.
any.
All right, so Kyle, one of the things I love about you is your marriage. I love your relationship. You two seem to have a beautiful marriage. But you and Mauricio seem genuinely in love, and that's sort of a storyline on the show, which is the opposite of what they tell us about the Real Housewives, that there's a curse that if you're on the show, you're going to get a divorce. So how?
It's still time. I mean,
How do you make that work, given the show and all that comes with
I have
it?
a theory about that. I think a lot of women, the housewives, I should say, come into the housewives thinking, they're not happily married, and this is their out. This is going to give them independence. They're going to, make their own money now. And then if there are cracks in the marriage, it inevitably will fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a strong marriage and a solid foundation like we do, nothing can take you down.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're stronger than ever. We've gone through difficult times on the show because it is challenging navigating through any relationship, whether it's your marriage or friendships, they're tested all the time. But we come out stronger, so.
You are the half-sister of Kathy Hilton?
Well, I don't really think of it as half, but yeah, with the same, yeah.
Sister to
sisters,
Kathy
yes,
Hilton. So
yes.
the aunt of Paris Hilton.
Yes.
And Nikki Hilton. What's
Yes.
harder, being part of the Hilton family or being a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills?
Being a housewife has been very challenging at times, very challenging at times. I mean, if you'd asked me, you know, back in the day, would it be difficult to do a reality show? I would have laughed. That's crazy. But it has been very hard at times. You know, you would never
There's
imagine.
a lot of that, right?
It's anxiety provoking.
So, Erika, I have to tell you, I am obsessed with It's Expensive to Be Me. It's really catchy. Have you seen her music video? Here, wait, we have a little bit.
Oh my God.
Stand by. Here it comes.
My priceless is priceless, and yes, I ride a tight ship. It's expensive to be me.
Yeah. She's had multiple #1 hits on the Billboard dance charts, and I love your message, which is you can be mid-40s, you can still bring it.
That's
you can,
right.
Right? There's no giving up, there's no compromising, there's no throwing in any towel.
There are old rules that are broken. And, you know, we're not here for that. I mean, I think especially as women now, you know, we're reclaiming all of our power, and those old rules have fallen by the wayside.
And if it happens to take a patent leather boot up to there, you bring it. All right, right after the break, we're going to find out how the ladies really feel about all those on-screen arguments.
Some of these women make it very hard to just feel at ease.
You are psycho.
I'm not going to back down when I know I'm right.
I think Lisa Rinna could be schizophrenic.
You didn't like that it wasn't about you for a minute.
Her parents didn't give her much attention, and she wasn't told I love you. You don't want that.
You have to cut the head off the devil.
Going home to my husband, he would rather spend time with me tonight than you would.
Why would you not watch that? Why? What is the good reason to not watch that? We're back now with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle Richards, and Erika Girardi. Erika, let me ask you, because you and Lisa, you and Dorit have been feuding. I'm trying to get my facts straight.
Well, the feuding is over.
It's
That
done.
was in the
That was
past.
last season.
And I would like to say that I was good on my word and said that I would try, and I did. And we've developed very slowly, I've developed a beginning of a friendship.
There was something called Pantygate.
More feuding.
There was something called Pantygate where Erika was missing some underwear.
And I
there
got
was
him on today.
I loved it though because she was suggesting you had sort of done it to titillate, and your defense was it was unintentional. And I was thinking, how do you unintentionally not wear your underwear?
Well, no, yes, I intentionally did not wear underwear, but I did not open my legs on purpose.
Right, it wasn't an attempt to
No,
seduce.
not at all.
I
No.
see.
I'm much more forward, I would have told you.
Right, you would have brought it.
I would have been very straight up about it. Hey.
And by the way, so Erika is this sexy music vixen and so on, but she's also the mother of a police officer.
Yes, I am.
Right? He's the only child. You're all moms. He's the only child we don't see. He's grown
Yes.
on the show. Is that because he's a police officer?
It is, and not everybody wants to be on TV, believe it or not. You know, I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, he's in a, he's in a dangerous line of work.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Now, I have just to ask you some basic beauty questions. How long do you spend in hair and makeup generally?
Oh, I got ready in the hotel bathroom this morning on my own. That's probably why it's not all together.
I pictured the three of you with like champagne and a glam
I
squad.
wish.
No?
I didn't, but
No, I would say if I'm doing something like this, probably an hour.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's par for the course.
how long does it take you to get ready?
About an hour,
Hey,
yeah.
yeah,
Like,
okay, we're good.
I'll tell you, I tried a little extra hard today, knowing that you were coming.
There you go.
Yeah. I did. I have the inside eyeliner, which I don't normally have. Who chooses the wardrobe? Because it's always so gorgeous.
Ourselves.
We do.
You
Yeah,
do?
We do.
They don't
Like the
give us-
body stocking? Like
What body stocking?
Who has a
Mellencamp.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
She's
her.
new.
I teased her about that.
Yeah.
John
we're not wearing one
Mellencamp's
of
daughter
those.
is on the show this season.
No,
With
no
that body,
stylist.
she
just
can
to
wear
clothes.
body stocking. I'm not wearing that. Those
All
days
right.
are over.
So when the arguments that we've seen, that's where I was starting.
yes.
to
Well, Kyle chooses those.
I know you've been at
You see what she
What are you talking about? You're the one that's always back there pushing her.
See, now I feel like we're at the reunion.
Now
right
we're on the
Yes,
phone.
exactly.
Kyle is the reasonable one.
See, I'm the reasonable one.
I'm the
Thank you.
sensible
Thank
one.
you.
You stop hitting me.
When you sat backstage, you never sit next to me.
You
so there
know-
you go.
you know
I
this
said
is
we
the
always
question.
sit on opposite
You see what
sides.
happens?
is it
genuine?
Is it genuine?
Yes.
The arguments are genuine.
I wish it was.
Yes.
Do you carry it with you in the show?
We're laughing now. When we leave, it's going to be a problem.
No, we're good. We're really good.
No, I mean, I adore these two. Yeah. I'm good with these two. I love them.
We're all good. Okay. Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah,
All
they're
right,
good.
listen, I'm not the only one with questions. I'm aware of this. The audience has questions.
Oh.
When we come back, we're going to
my
talk about a
gosh.
couple things. First, whether anything is off limits when the ladies are on screen. Second, the audience's questions. And third, we got to get to Lisa's dogs. Would you look at the dogs? Look at the dogs. And we're back now with Real Housewives, Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle Richards, and Erika Girardi. All right, I want to get to my audience's questions, but I have to ask you this question. What would I need to be a real housewife?
You've got what it takes.
God, yeah.
I think you have
I've got
it
to
already
sign
there,
you
yeah.
up. You could hold the diamond.
I could. That would feel right to me. That would feel right.
I think your tagline would be, I'm naughtier than I look.
Okay, more importantly, the audience wants to ask you some pressing questions. Wait a minute. So Alex Paquette is your #1 fan. He is walking.
Hi, ladies.
He says he's never been prouder of me than right now.
And that tagline, genius.
Do you have a question, Alex, before we get to the audience?
So many questions. Yes, okay. You had money well before the show. Now you have fame. Which is better, being rich or being famous?
Having money is obviously better.
There's a
Definitely.
downside to that whole fame thing. I mean, you can't get away with it they used to.
Bleep, bleep. As
You're
Judge,
alive, Ms. Vanderpump.
as Judge Judy put it to me once, it doesn't suck to be rich. Words to live by. Okay, something to
Quietly
shoot for.
rich is probably the best.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, now, first question, Alex. We have, let me see, hold on. Is it Nicholas from Staten Island?
Yes, right here.
Nicholas.
Hi, ladies. So my question is for Lisa. And Lisa, I'd like to know, what are the biggest misconceptions that fans of the show have about you?
Oh, gosh. I think, well, the show is a reality show, so they actually do see everything. But sometimes people think that I'm walking around like with a crown on my head in my house.
That's what I think.
That's the true part.
Flower
No,
crown.
but, you know, I work really hard, and I sometimes feel that, do people just think that we're glamorous all the time? Absolutely not. But I think we try and show that on the show, too. But the overall perception is diamonds and rosé.
That glitter.
Definitely a bit of rosé, though, I have to say.
Okay. Pat from Brooklyn. Where's Pat? What's your question, Pat? Hi.
My question is for Erika.
Yes.
It's been a year since Expensive was released. When can we expect new music?
Honey, I'm in the studio right now. I'm so excited to make new music and to get out and perform again.
Okay, we're
Thank
excited
you.
for you.
And thank you for
It's
the support. I
ridiculously
really
catchy.
appreciate that.
It's
Thank
ridiculously catchy. It gets in your head and you cannot get it out.
That's the point.
Justin from Astoria. Shout out for Queens. All men. Interesting.
My question is also for Lisa. There are a lot of big personalities in your season, and also there are a lot of big personalities with your dogs. If you had to compare each of the housewives to one of your dogs, who would be who?
Oh, Lordy, that puts me on the spot. Well, I do remember one of my taglines was, I'm passionate about dogs, just not crazy about bitches. And Bravo said, you can't say that. I was like, oops, I just did.
Can I ask you quickly before we go, Kyle, how have you changed in the 8 seasons?
Oh my gosh. Well, let's start with the visual. No, I mean, we're just laughing about watching us age, over these 8 years. It's a little bit painful sometimes. But, this show, you're tested all the time, and it can bring out the worst in you. And you do, live and learn from your mistakes. And I think we all do. It's, it's
Is any of that scripted where they say, okay, you two are going to have a fight?
Nothing.
None of that. They just
great?
I would love that.
We would just leave at the end of the day.
Then we wouldn't be upset when we go home.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what you're putting yourself through is worth it to us.
So happy.
We thank you. We salute you. Thank you so much. Much love to all of you. And you can catch a new episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tonight at 9, 8 Central on our sister network, Bravo. We'll be right